Hi, and welcome to Morning Coffee with Prazan Academy. I'm Deanna, and it's Great Books Monday. With the new film Emma, based on one of Jane Austen's novels, I thought I would talk about why we need another adaptation of a Jane Austen novel. Why does every generation seem to want to reinvent these stories for themselves? And is it just because, like comic books, the filmmakers know that they can fill a theater with all of the Jane Austen fans and get the box office draw? I think there's something more to it. I think it's a lot deeper than that. And it's because her novels are timeless and every generation is reading them and they're speaking to them and they want to recreate this world that Jane Austen has provided us and make it their own. So what makes her novels timeless? Well, the first thing that comes to my mind, and I'm a big Jane Austen fan, is that her novels capture the human spirit. But what does that even mean? It means that in her novels, there are characters that we can relate to. She draws upon common archetypes. There are villains and heroes and tricksters. For most of human history, the archetypes have been depicted as gods or heroes or royalty. But Jane Austen does something a little different. She makes them regular people. She humanizes these archetypes. And so they're people that we can relate to. And even if they are of a little higher social class, they're still normal people. Another timeless theme that Jane Austen includes in her novels is the relationship between the sexes. And this is something that is repeated over and over, and that is timeless because we still deal with it today. We still may have our eye on somebody and fear that they don't notice us. We still may meet somebody and just not like them at all, but then slowly over time, we start thinking, well, maybe. And then all of a sudden, we may think that this person that we've known for so long and has been a close friend or somebody that you've known in your circle of friends, and you look at them a little differently. All of these timeless themes of relationships are present in Jane Austen's novels. And she writes it so brilliantly because you don't always know if the guy and the girl are going to get together in the end. And you sometimes know that the guy isn't a good guy and the girl is still interested and you're hoping that they won't get together. And then there's the heroine who you're not sure if she should have a match. And all of these relationship issues and different plot twists are included in Jane Austen's novel, and she really understands that tension that can occur between the sexes when romance is abud. So if these plots sound familiar because you're a big fan of the romantic comedy movies like I am, well then we can look back and say it was Jane Austen who invented these common tropes that we see in these movies over and over again. And so we can thank her for providing so much entertainment even into the modern world. And the last theme I want to talk about are her characters and how you just want to sidle up next to them and get to know them. They are so remarkable. They're interesting. You want to go and meet them and you want to spend an afternoon with them. They're witty and clever and they're funny and sometimes they're a little bit snarky. And so you just want to spend an afternoon maybe shopping with Elizabeth Bennet or asking Catherine Morland why she does what she does. Her characters are compelling, they're well-mannered, they're graceful. They're people that we want to emulate, people that we can relate to. Not gods and heroes where we think that they're sort of superhuman, but these are people that we know. They live around the corner. They are people that we've interacted in our own life, or there may be somebody at work that reminds you of a Jane Austen character, but they're not commonplace. These are special people. These are the people that you want to spend time with because they remind you of these characters. If we're lucky, every once in a while, we'll get to meet a Charlotte Lucas or we'll get to meet a Fanny Price. And that is the gift that Jane Austen also gives us because she makes us aware that these are the people that we should be including in our life. So these are the reasons why Jane Austen's novels are included in the great books. They're timeless. So yes, I'm glad that we have another Emma, and I don't always like the adaptations, but that's part of the fun too, right? And so whether you see the new Emma or you have seen one of her movies before, I hope you also read the novels to understand her characters and in her own words why she's so compelling. If you're enjoying our videos, please like them, share with your friends, hit that notification bell, and we'll put links to other social media in the description below. Have a great day, and I'm off to read some Jane Austen.